Hello, everyone, and welcome to your Love Story Uncensored. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and make sure you activate your notifications so you could get update on upcoming shows. So the topic of my show today is, I think I'm gonna need a little soap for this one. Um, it's definitely going to be guys that have a small penis. A lot of people are having problems in their relationship, and believe it or not, a lot of problems are because of sex misunderstanding during sex, or maybe not satisfied during sex, I should say. Well, the problem is this: a lot of people, or a lot of females, I should say, have a problem because they have a partner who has a small penis. And a lot of guys are self-conscious, and I just wanted to make clear, I don't mean to disrespect anybody by my comments or by my topics, or real life realistic situations that we all talk about it. But this is a relationship coach page. A lot of people have problems during sex, and that stresses the relationship, and sometimes end up breaking up the relationship. But people, especially ladies, um, I don't think a small penis is a big deal. At the end of the day, we need to stop being ignorant about everything, including sex. We think we know it all about sex, and we don't. A man with a small penis could satisfy a female the same way, if not more, than a guy with a bigger penis. And a lot of ladies prefer to have a large penis. I do not know why, because that harms you inside, and every lady knows. And then you're talking to your friends about how, oh my God, it hurt too much, or I'm having problems. Excuse my ignorance if that's what it is, but I attribute that also to maybe ladies having problems in the ovaries later on in life, or um, because having rough sex, or maybe your partner's penis is too large. I wouldn't know, but for ladies, or in general, if you have your partner doesn't have a large penis, it's okay. At the end of the day, you don't even need a penis to satisfy yourself sexually. So I think that if you have it's just like everything I talk about. If you have a partner who has a small penis, you have to come to a conclusion in your life and find out, does he has a small penis, or he's bad in bed? Because the combination could be lethal. If you have a partner who has a small penis and he's good in bed, I know you're not complaining, because it's all about what he's doing to you besides that situation. If a man has a small penis and he's bad in bed, he's not going to be able to do anything. Now, if a man has a small penis and he's good in bed, or at least he takes the time, there's no such thing of being bad in bed. At least I keep saying, not in 2017. There is no such thing. Because now you could go to a sex store, you could get sex education, you could get videos, you could watch porn, you could buy toys. People, make your relationship spicy, make it interesting, make it exciting. It's your life, it's your sex life, it's something you have to enjoy. You're not forced to have sex, but at least if you're going to do it, at least if you have a steady and beautiful relationship, make it work on every single way. Make it work on every aspect. What do I mean by that? Very simple. We tend to concentrate on the little things, and we definitely avoid the big things. When we analyze the big things, when we're no longer in a relationship, when we no longer have that person with us, that's when we realize, I could have worked around this situation. And we are now willing to, and especially ladies, we are very mean to guys with that situation, and not knowing that maybe you're just missing out on the best relationship of your life. You're missing out on the best partner you could ever have, because that guy with a small penis probably try on all the things in your life, probably try to make you happier because he knows. But at the same time, I think that if you're in a relationship, ladies, if you have a partner that's having that situation, it's within you to work on that relationship, and it's within you to make your partner satisfy you. I mean, I don't think nobody walks into your life knowing everything. Your life is different than everybody else, and as much as a man could have experience with females, he may not know you. He may not know what you like. That doesn't mean that he's bad. It just means that he hasn't gotten to you. So it's like everything else. He was in another relationship before you. So maybe he doesn't like your food as much as he liked the other food that he used to have. So it's the same thing with sex. You accommodate according to you. Communication in a relationship is so important because of that. Because a lot of people are embarrassed or ashamed, or they feel like, I don't want to reveal who I am, or I don't want this person to think I know too much. I'm talking to you ladies. And we can help. We can help our partner. We can help them, indicate them what's going on. Let him know how you like it. Not this way. You please yourself, ladies. So it's easy for you to guide somebody else, and what part of your body is it that you feel more pleasure. So it's pretty much the same situation. Now, you're not going to kill a guy with that. And then I understand, and this is why I say I don't want anybody getting offended or feel disrespected, because that's not my plan. Because I know for a man it's very difficult to have this topic. For a man it's very difficult to actually admit that he has a small penis. So I think that we should talk about it just like if it was a big one. That's what you got. But that doesn't mean that you less of a man than a man that has a big penis. And a man that has a big penis is always showing up about it, because it's not a big deal. It's not a big thing. I got big hands, I got big shoes. Listen, you could be so good in bed that you do not need your penis. You could make a woman have an orgasm 5, 7, 6, 10, 20 times without having to even penetrate. So I don't understand why it's a big deal. I don't understand what that will stress the relationship so much. I believe that you should have your relationship according to how friends you guys are. Your sex life should depend on your friendship. Your sex life should depend on your communication. Your sex life should depend, because when you have a partner, you communicate with him about bills and stuff. You let him know the light bill just got here, or that you pay, or that it's due. So it's the same thing. So we turn to take care of all the things and emphasize more on it, not in important things. If you please your partner good, and your partner satisfied in every way, you're gonna have a happy relationship. You're gonna have a happier lady. You're gonna have a lady that is not irritated about anything. Ladies, I know guys seems to be the one that always talk about sex, and seems to be more sex drive higher than females. I don't think it's true. I don't think it's true, because female sexuality is divided in 3. You get a developing when you first growing up, then you develop into being a teenager. Your hormones are all going all crazy, and then we get that menopause. So a lot of guys think that after 50 a female is no longer interested. Wrong. That's when a female's more aroused. This is when a females really want to have sex. Well, some ladies can have flashes and stuff like that. Gentlemen that been married for a while know what I'm talking about. But this is what I'm talking about. If you are willing to satisfy your partner, sometimes we're not in the mood. A lot of ladies are not in the mood. A lot of them more they like to admit too. Because we lie too much about our sex life. We lie too much about being shy. We lie too much about hiding. If you could be shy, I could understand that. But if you've been with your partner for years, if you've been with that person for years, what is it being shy about? It should be every rule broken in that relationship. You guys should be the one teaching us new stuff. You guys should be the one telling us what we should stand in a relationship. I really miss the type of relationship we used to have back in the days, when it was more quiet and more respectful, but it was more like we had something to look at to. Right now, there's not even one relationship that we would like to be like. This is because relationships are not lasting anymore like they used to. People are getting divorced for the stupidest thing. People get a divorce within a month of getting married for no reason at all, because they didn't love each other, because they couldn't understand one another, because sex is no good. There's so many other things, and I think the reason why we concentrate on sex so much more than before, it's going to happen regardless. Whether you take a long step or a short step, if you fall in love and you end up in a relationship with this person, you will have sex with this person. But try to get to know the person directly. Try to get to know the person a little more about feelings and what, because that's only going to open the door for you to know if your relationship is going to work out for you. If you take your time to meet that person and to get to know that person longer, you will know the details. You will know what that person likes and what she likes, and it's easy to talk to or not. But if you jump into bed immediately, a lot of ladies take the conclusions from there. So let's say you're a guy who just looking to go and screw it up, right? So that's what happened. You have a small penis. The girl find out the first day because you were in a rush. Now, if you would have taken the time to get to know her, and she knew you were a great kisser, and she knew that the way you touch is different than somebody else, and then by the time she got to your penis, she wouldn't even probably know that that was the size of it. But you guys want to rush into it and talking about, I'm going to do this and all that. A lot of guys like to show off, and a lot of guys like to talk a lot about things that they're going to do to you and how they're going to break you. And then at the end of the day, you look stupid. But that's what I'm talking about. Especially guys with small penis. That doesn't mean you have less to give than the other ones. Just take your time. Even the guys with big penis. Do you guys know that most of the time ladies are complaining so you're too big, not because she wants to talk good about you, because it was too big. She was not satisfied. It was too big. It was too painful. It was too big. You didn't know how to work it. So it's about how much you connect with a person. It's about how much you love the person. It's how much you know the person. How much you're willing to compromise. And how much you're willing to let your feelings take over and take action into it, instead of the other way around. You can't drink all your drink before you finish your food. Either one. Either you're not going to finish your food, or you just took all the space that you have for extra something good that you were going to get for yourself. So this is exactly what happens with sex and everything. In our lives, we just want to rush into things. We want to know how good it is. We want to know. You see how back in the days, people used to get married? Sometimes they didn't even know each other. Sometimes the parents used to hook them up, or friends used to hook them up. And those marriages used to last forever, and you wonder why. Oh wow, how did they fall in love? Slowly, gradually, getting to know one another. Feelings grow, people. If you're struggling in a relationship right now that is not really taking you to the places you want to be, if you're in a relationship right now that you're not satisfied, if you fell out of love, that you know you could actually get that back, that you know that you actually could fall in love back with a person that you was already in love with, that feeling is there, people. That feeling doesn't walk out of you just because. No, that feeling stays within you. Because this is why sometimes we break up with that person and we see the person 5-6 years later, and you get this little knot in your stomach and you wonder, like, why am I feeling like that? Do I still have feelings for this person? Feelings come back if you allow them. People has gotten a divorce and remarried because love comes back. So it's all about you working with your relationship, whether there's a big penis in between or not, whether it's good and bad or not. Everything could get better. Nobody was born knowing everything. Ladies, let's stop bringing men down so much. Let's teach them. If you have a good man that's responsible, who's good with your kids, to take care of you, but he's not good in bed, don't go right ahead and cheat. This is the first step that we always take, the easy route. Why we always like the easy stuff? Why can we struggle a little bit? Having sex and making love are so totally different things. You could be having sex with somebody on the side, and the sex could be amazing. But once you make love one time, you probably will give that up and go back to the person they're in. That's why a lot of ladies don't understand. That they start giving this man this good sex, and he goes back to wifey. You know why? Because at the end of the day, love is stronger, love is better. So enjoy the sex that you already have with the person you already have. Don't go elsewhere looking for something that you don't have to. Enjoy that little penis. Know how to work it. Maybe it's not little, maybe it's you. So I don't understand why would you break up with someone or cheat on someone. The same way with you guys. Go cheat on your beautiful girl, and your beautiful wife, on your beautiful long relationship for something new because you wanted to know all that talk that young lady told you, that 21-year-old told you. But you a 50-year-old man, you should have known better. What is it that? This is why I don't think people should get married. Men shouldn't get married until they at least 40 years old. 35 to 40. And I know a lot of people are like, what is she talking about? What am I talking about? That we living in a different generation than we used to live. A 13, 14-year-old man back in the 60s was a grown man. A 25-year-old man nowadays sometimes is still not a man. It's still not a grown man. And that's embarrassing to say, but it's just the truth. He's still a kid. He still has his mentality not right. He's still thinking that he's going to hang out, hit this one, that one, and the other one. People start looking for people that you obviously know. He doesn't want a serious relationship. You cannot get attached to someone who's not in the same level as you. You cannot fall in love with someone who's not attached to you. Make sure that the feelings are mutual. You cannot do that. Because you're going to end up getting hurt. Because you are going to be the one then later crying when that person is walking around and you be like, why do I feel this way? And that person is like, nothing happened. Because you have more feelings than he did. Because you went and did something out of taking your body out on whatever your body was kind of feel, forgetting about your spirit. Forgetting about what else you were going to feel. Forgetting about the real love. And we let our bodies guide us of what we want. We go to a club, we have a drink, somebody comes whispering in your ear, and there you go, you're taking home, and maybe you're regretting the things that you're going to do. So, back again, if you are having problems because of sexual situations in your relationship, that shouldn't be. There's many ways to fix that nowadays. They got ointments, toys, this, that. What I always don't recommend, don't ever bring a third person to your relationship. Don't do that. As much as it sounds like a great idea, it doesn't work out. So try to find all the things around anyway. You only just need one. You can have the other one there and look at it, but at the same time, you cannot do both. So what is the big deal? And ladies, train your man. Train your man to please you. Very patiently train your man to please you. You're not going to regret it, not once. Because once that man get to know how you like it and where and when, you're going to be completely satisfied. You will be one of the happiest person on the planet. Because if you start to work your relationship, sexual relationship, and then there you move to the other steps on your relationship, the respect, the love, everything else that comes with the relationship, and you combine that with some great sex, whoa. So please, let's stop talking about guys with small penis and stop dissing guys with no small penis, because they are probably better than guys with big penis. And I know guys with little penis are gonna clap, and guys with big penis probably gonna eat me up on my page, but I'm okay with it. I'm willing to deal with it. But just to realize what I'm saying is the truth. It does not matter. It does not matter. Have that friendship with your partner so you guys could talk about it. So she could tell you. And ladies, be nice about it, but tell your partner no matter what. Tell him, listen, babe, do it this way. Babe, this way. Just move his hand. Teach him. Teach him. Start sex games at home, people. You have to constantly feed that love, feed that relationship, keep it, maintain it strong. And the only way you're going to do it, and if you start playing little games with your partner, if you guys start to take things not so serious, if you start to argue about bills, if you start to argue about Any little thing that's not that important, there's things that you argue because are necessary, I don't call them arguments, I call them misunderstanding. It's like you saying what you think, and I'm gonna tell you what my opinion is, but I do not call that an argument. An argument is when you argue about nothing, when you argue about you forgot to pay the light bill, when you forgot to drop off the kids, when there's football practice and you don't pick up your kids, and you and your husband are going at it for something so small, and stay days or weeks without speaking to one another, but yet sleeping in the same bed. Because I know neither you or him are enjoying that relationship at that moment. Either you or him are not happy in the relationship, and in the whole house you feel that stress. You feel your kids' stress. You're driving to work and there's no conversations whatsoever. We need to stop that so our relationships are better, so we can be happy, fulfilled. People say good morning and you want to take over the world. But like, what's wrong with this jolly guy? What is he so happy about? Well, my relationship is great. And then therefore everything else is going to work. If you have a healthy and happy relationship, everything in your life is just going to evolve. Because you will have control over all the things. If you could communicate with your partner about anything, you will have a happy life. So you will achieve happiness. You don't have to be a millionaire. You don't have to have 100,000 things to be happy. All you need to be happy is yourself and that one person that God placed in your life to fulfill you. That's it. That's it. And no, it's not easier to start all over with someone else new than to deal with a person that knows you already, to deal with a person you fell in love, to deal with a person you started your relationship with. It is much better to be in that part of your life when you continue your life that you already had than to start all over. I know people that start a relationship every year or every 2 years, sometimes every 6 months. That is not, I don't want that lifestyle. That lifestyle is horrible. It might be excited in the beginning, but it gets to a point in your life that you feel lonely. It gets to a point in your life, I don't want to hear it, that you feel left out. It's a point in your life because every time you restart a relationship, those attachments, that love that was supposed to continue upon your life, you stopped it and continue. You stopped it and continue. So you constantly falling and getting up, constantly falling and getting up. Because you are too lazy to continue to struggle. Honestly, there are some relationships that are done. There are some relationships that people are holding on to one another. I do not know why. They're holding on to memories, I guess, or whatever else feelings that they're going through. But they know deep down inside their heart that that relationship's not going nowhere. They know that they don't want to work on it. They know. I don't understand how people like that stay together. I am sorry. I'm all up to people staying together. This is what my channel is all about. Trying to keep people together. But if you know you are not a happy human being, if you know you are not happy in your relationship, and you know that it's not going to get any better because you're waiting for your kid to go to college and all of that, and you realize that once it's only you and your wife, that relationship is just going to even get worse. And it's better to start all over when you're young than when you're completely old. And these ladies that decide to fake their orgasm, that they decide to fake their sexual relationship, meaning decide they fake their own satisfaction, their own feelings, their own real feeling when you're having sex. They decide to fake that and deprive themselves from being happy, from feeling something else. Because if you're faking, why am I with you if I have to fake it? Why am I with you if I cannot be satisfied? Why am I with you if when we're done, I'm not done? And if I've been with you for 10, 15, 20 years and you still don't know that, I'm wasting my time. So ladies, you are the one educating those men the wrong way. Letting them think that they're doing a good job when they're not. And then they move on to someone else and they as whack as they were in a relationship. I'm sorry, but it's just the truth. When you could just work on that, make yourself happy, live your life for you. If you love yourself, you will be able to give that love back to someone else. If you're not satisfied, you will not be able to satisfy someone else. If you're not happy, you will not be able to make someone else happy. Because happiness starts within you. Satisfaction starts within you. I can only tell you how I feel, how I like it. I cannot know how you like it, because it's impossible. If you explain it to me, I could start to understand it, but that I will be able 100% to know what that feeling is like for you? No. What my relationship is like to you, I could tell you what my relationship is like. But you cannot live it unless you're with me. So until we don't realize what's important for us and what's important in our relationship and what's important in our sex life, we're going to continue to struggle. We are going to continue to have problems, and we are going to continue to be unhappy in every way, including sexually. So there is no excuse, and there is no such thing as a small penis. Okay? Because if you get satisfied with a finger, think about penis. And if it's too small, according to you, ladies, I understand. Some lady may like it. I don't understand, but it's fine. And if it's too small for you, like I said, get a toy. 10 minutes with a toy, 10 minutes with your husband, and by the time that you guys get so into it that you're not going to remember that that's what happened. And start emphasizing on all those things so you will be happy. Because if you would have taken your time to know that, maybe you would have not having gotten stuck with that person, and you would have moved on with someone else, and maybe you will be happy. But here you are, I'm happy now, contemplating, should I play him? Or if anybody comes and whispers in your ear, you will have sex with that person because you are looking for something else, because your concentration is not with the person you are with. So that's exactly what happened. And this is exactly why men cheat. You got to keep your concentration on your girl. And ladies, you got to make your man keep concentrate on you. How? You wonder, what do you mean? I'm too busy. I got the kids and I got that. And then, honey, you got 5 minutes to take a picture for you. You got 5 minutes to take a picture very sexy to put it on Instagram. Keep that man coming for more. Send that picture to him. Send him things that you know. Send him a nice text that you know. And keep that relationship going. Whenever you see it's been a week or two, your husband hasn't told you he loves you, or he hasn't hold you and rub your back and kiss you really good on your neck before he leaves in the morning. That's when it comes to friendship, and that's when you be like, babe, are you feeling okay? Because I noticed that maybe you've been a little off, and that's not like you. Even if you have to use words like that, I'm sorry, sweetheart, I know, lately I've been busy, maybe something is happening at work. Just because you live with someone, that doesn't mean that you know exactly everything that happens to that person, that how that person feels. There's a lot of thoughts and things that cross our mind that sometimes we're just not willing to share. We just don't want to bother the person. They're like, I don't want to stress her with this. And it's either you blame it on something else, or just like us ladies, sometimes men are not up to sex. They're allowed to, they're humans. What makes you think it's embarrassing for a man to say no? And that's another topic I'm going to go. Why is every time a man rejects us, immediately he's gay? You're not his type. That's simple. The same way you get hit by hundreds of guys in the street and you may not even look at 2 of them. So that makes you a lesbian? No. That doesn't make you a lesbian. He's not your type. So a man is not allowed to say that's not his type. A man is not allowed to say I have a girlfriend or because he must be gay. It's the same situation with a penis. Immediately you don't see a man that brag about his penis, he must have a little one. And what if he does? He still have one. And God gave him that penis that size for a reason. And I have a lot of girlfriends of mine who their partners have a small penis. Don't call me guys and ask me more. And they're very satisfied. So people work on your relationship according to what your needs are, according to what your partner's needs are. and you will have a very happy relationship. You will have a very satisfied relationship when there's communication. When I can tell you I didn't like that and I didn't enjoy it as much, but you know what I enjoy? What you did yesterday or you did last week. Or remember that thing we did? Can we try that again? That's what it is. Keep your partner coming back for more. Daily basics, people, on daily basis. Yes, sometimes you